Have you ever felt that something is wrong in your life, but you can't quite explain what it is? As if, no matter how hard you try to improve, something pulls you back into the same mistakes, the same destructive patterns, the same cycles of frustration. Perhaps it's that inner voice that sabotages you at the most important moments, convincing you to give up just when you're about to achieve something significant. Or that irrational anger that arises out of nowhere and explodes in situations that, looking back, weren't even that serious. It could be the envy you deny feeling, but that silently eats away at you when you see someone achieving something that deep down you also desire. Or that paralyzing fear of failure that makes you hide behind excuses and procrastination. What you don't realize is that all of this is not an accident. There is a force operating in the shadows of your mind, shaping your personality, your reactions, and even your choices. A force that you have spent your whole life ignoring, but that has never stopped acting. Carl Jung called this the shadow, the hidden part of your psyche where you buried everything you didn't want to see in yourself. Your repressed desires, your weaknesses, your shames, your darkest emotions. Everything you once hid to be accepted by the world. But here lies the problem. What you ignore controls you. The shadow doesn't disappear just because you pretend it doesn't exist. On the contrary, the more you reject it, the more it grows in the underground of your mind, waiting for the right moment to emerge. It surfaces when you explode for no apparent reason. When you push away the people you love and then wonder why you are always alone. When you judge others with hatred, not realizing that you are merely projecting onto them what you fear most in yourself. When you sabotage yourself, fail on purpose, and in the end, convince yourself that you were never good enough to really try. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." If you do not face your shadow, it will continue to pull the strings behind the scenes while you believe that everything is a matter of chance. But if you have the courage to look within, if you are willing to confront what you have always avoided, you can transform the shadow into your greatest source of power. And that is exactly what you will discover in this video. Get ready, because this journey will not be comfortable. But if you truly wish to break the cycle of self-sabotage and take control of your life, this is the only path. Let's begin. Since the moment you were born, you were taught about what is acceptable and what is not. From a young age, you learned that some emotions should be shown, while others needed to be hidden. You may not even remember, but you heard phrases like, "Stop crying, don't be weak. Don't be angry, be a good person. Don't be so selfish, share." And so, little by little, entire parts of you were repressed. What happened to your anger, your sadness, your desire to assert yourself? What happened to those impulses that didn't fit the image of the right person that the world wanted you to be? They didn't disappear. They were pushed to the depths of your unconscious, forming what Carl Jung called the shadow, the hidden part of your personality, where all the feelings, desires, and impulses you rejected to be accepted by society are stored. The shadow is not an abstract or distant concept. It is within you now, operating behind the scenes of your mind. Every time you feel uncomfortable in front of someone who is overly confident, it may be because, deep down, you have repressed your own desire to express yourself. When you harshly criticize someone seeking recognition, it may be because there is a desire within you to be seen, but it has been buried under layers of self-denial. When you feel envy of someone's success, it may be because you have repressed your own ambition. Because one day, someone told you that